Corona.
Hey YouTube, this is Dash.
This is Joe. We are the Wash Wave.
Wash Wave, baby. So today, guys, we are coming to you to talk about our first year of marriage. Yesterday was our anniversary, March 16th. We are actually supposed to be on a boat right now. Today, I think we will be in Belize. Yesterday, we would have been in Mexico. And tomorrow, we will be in Mahogany Bay. But unfortunately, Corona.
Good old Corona.
Good old Corona just said, y'all ain't going nowhere.
Could have been on a boat sipping on Corona.
I mean, sipping on some Coronas, okay?
With
But
a
that's
nice
okay.
little tan.
She
With
ain't
an
stopping
ocean
none up
view.
here.
But hey, it is what it is. Things happen
On the
for a reason.
beach, just laid out getting tan, you know? So, we had planned on making a video, like a 1 year recap, like somewhere on the cruise, whether it was gonna be on the beach, on a boat, by the swimming pool, whatever, somewhere on our vacation. Unfortunately, that's not taking place. So, we the Washingtons. We're gonna make it do what it do, regardless. So
we decided to get a little festive at home with thanks to our lovely daughter. Our little Hawaiian shirts.
Yes, she just came back from Hawaii, safe and sound. Praise God, no symptoms so far. Grateful for that. So we just, in our vacation mode, rocking our Hawaiian shirts. So, just doing what we can do. So yeah, we just wanted to get on here and pretty much just talk about our first year of marriage. Now, both Joseph and I, we received marriage tips and advice prior to us getting married, and actually during our first year. And people, I know for me, people would say, that first year is the hardest. The first year would make or break your relationship. I mean, I heard that, and then some people were saying like the first year was like, it's like, technically still the honeymoon phase, which I mean, yeah, that's true. But I feel like in my opinion, I've received more negative advice, I guess, just because I think those people had a bad experience during their marriage. And they just kind of wanted to give a sister some, I don't know. Not
Words
hope.
of discouragement.
Yeah, very much so words of discouragement. But in my opinion, I believe, and I think Joseph and I both believe that we had a great first year of marriage. How do you feel, babe?
I agree with my wife. I think the advantage we had too initially, during our initial stage of dating, after that 8 months, I moved to Dallas, and we actually had a bit of a chance to live together, and they kind of allowed us to learn each other's, habits,
good and bad,
things she likes, doesn't like, vice versa with me. And I think they kind of conditioned us, going into the marriage. So I think it was a little bit better for us as we transitioned throughout that year, that first year of marriage. Me personally, I think we did a great job, that first year.
I agree. I think, I know everybody's situations are different in regards to whether they live together prior to getting married or living together after they get married. So I think for us, definitely together prior to us getting married definitely helped. I already knew what he is like. He already knew what I was like. And it just really worked out. And I think about possible lows our first year, and not to be boastful and again, as I stated previous, people, it's a lot of people that speak negative on marriage. And as far as I'm concerned, like when people are talking about their marriages and things like that, like I'm not able to chime in and say, oh yeah, and we got this going, like as far as drama or madness. You get what I'm saying? Like we just don't have that in our relationship, or we haven't come into that yet. I think Joseph and I have a huge amount of respect for one another. Like I know with Joseph, like if I say something to him, because like in regards to the dynamics of our relationship, I'm more of the shit talker. And Joseph, he really not. Like he may say some little slick comments here and there, but for the most part, like me and my coworkers, we talk about this all the time. Like in some of my past relationships, like my mouth was like real slick. Like I didn't care what feelings.
It's
I
still
heard
a
it
little slick now.
back in the day. Your girl, I would say things to cut your soul. Okay. I would say some very hurtful things, but now like with Joseph, with the type of man he is, like I just have such a huge amount of love and respect for him. So therefore, not only does he not do things to take me there to that place, I still like I really admire him and I respect him, and so I really try my best to be careful with my words. And again, it's not like he has done things or said things to just take me to a really bad place, but just even with arguments, we disagree with some things, like, I'm more likely now, being with him, to not be so rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I still may talk a little noise, but back in the day, it's supposed to be on and popping. But now I'm just more so like, I feel like I'm a lot more patient. I feel like I'm a lot more understanding. I feel like I'm more, rational.
She's grown and evolved.
I've evolved. But yeah, like, when I think, like I said, when I think of lows, I really can't just think of any like lows in our relationship. I mean, I think there are always things that we can get better on. Just in regards to just being a better person, being a better wife. Like Joseph knows, for instance, he knows that I'm not like a big cooker, right? And I know Joseph is not a big cooker. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, we really good on that. However, I know that throughout this year, I did say that I want to be more intentional in regards to cooking. Like Joseph works so hard, and I know although he may be used to me not cooking a lot, you know what I'm saying? I still be wanting him to be able to come home and enjoy a meal, or maybe be able to take some food to work the next day. And it's been times where, again, I was more intentional, and I said, okay, let me fix my husband some food so he can take it to work. And I would do that, and this tail would forget the food. But, again, he's okay with that. In regards to me, like that's something that I'm like, okay, I want to get better on. I want to get better on, just being more domestic, I guess I could say. And it's funny because let Joseph tell it, he feel like I cook a lot, and I'm like, nah, I really don't, you know what I'm saying? But
I think that just comes with a marriage. I mean, you grow together and evolve in different aspects of each other's lives. Like before, like you said, you weren't a big cooker, but in my opinion, I feel like you've done a lot more cooking than what you normally were accustomed to doing. And I think that just comes with growth and being my wife. And then, me as a husband, I feel like I don't do it as much now, but I feel like I can do better in contributing in that area. That's one area, gray area of mine that I think I can. Now, I cook a mean breakfast now in the morning, but When it comes to dinner, I feel like that's something I could pitch in more and contribute in. But it just comes with, time and effort you put in with the commitment and the marriage you have with your loved one.
Right. Yeah. And then like some other things that I like. What, in your opinion, what do you think are some things that you feel like I could work on in regards to being like a wife? Joseph, he gonna be like, nothing, baby.
I mean, I can't really say. I mean, because there's a lot of things on my end too I need to work on.
See, and when I think,
I don't know.
And say, I like, again, and y'all, we are not trying to be funny. We not like, we are being dead serious. Like, when I think about Joseph and how he is as a husband, I think he's an amazing husband, an amazing provider, an amazing supporter. He's just super duper amazing, and he really works hard for our family. And I know his job be stressing him out a lot, and because of that, I know that it's important for me as his wife for him to be able to come home and be in a peaceful environment. And I would say for the most part he is. Like, I know I get on his nerve. Even before this video.
Likewise.
Even before this video. He was getting on my nerves. Because I felt like he was just, I don't know.
So as we talking about one thing she could work on. So one thing I always tell her, my wife is like naturally loud.
Boy, no he didn't.
So like
I'm ghetto, baby?
No, you're not ghetto. You just naturally loud. You just have a high pitched, well, not high pitched. I don't know what the term would be to describe your loudness.
Okay. He always
But like,
says.
there'll be times throughout the house, like everybody in the house, Trinity! I tell her this all the time. I say, babe, why can't you use your inside voice? She clearly don't know what inside voice is. She be like, what you mean? I'm using my inside voice.
No, y'all, look. And then Joseph, he is like, so opposite. Like one day, I think he had my nephew Jackson, and he was downstairs, and my niece was upstairs, and then he gonna text me, talk about, baby, can you get Taylor? I don't feel like screaming.
Yeah, I can't.
Man, I would have been like, Tyler, come get Jackson. That gets on his nerves.
I told him I'm gonna buy them walkie-talkies, man.
He did say that.
But
so again, I think overall, we've had a pretty good year.
Good, Ron.
So yeah, overall, I don't think we had too many lows. Just your, typical relationship, issues.
Yeah, we have our, disagreements. I don't think we've had like a major blowout with each other, like where it got to the point where it was just like, we avoiding each other and, not talking to each other now.
Well, I think you did one. I think it was it sometime this summer I made you mad or something? And so Joseph, okay,
let me say, when we have an argument or a disagreement, I'll talk, but after that I'll shut down. I'll walk away and leave. Yes. I'm the type I'll go for a walk and just clear my head. And although that's good, go clear your mind, stuff like that. But that just irks me because like he will go in the middle, like it could be 2:00 in the morning, and he'll go sit in a car or go take a walk or something like that. And I'm like, bro, we live in such a horrible world. Like someone could rob you, or someone, like why you just go downstairs or something? Like go in the garage and work out or something. I mean, I feel like I need to be away from the element, the environment.
And look, and Joseph, y'all, one of the things, and I've been knowing this about him, like Joseph is, and this is one of the other reasons why I am careful with the way I say things or how I say things. Because like Joseph is, Like, my man is a man. However, I think Joseph, and I've told him this before, I feel like Joseph wants to be like perfect. So like if I say something that makes him not seem perfect or something, like he really takes it to heart. Like he takes it personal. And I'm just like, babe, like it's okay. Like just shrug your shoulders. Like he just like, I don't know. And I'm like, and it's like, it's kind of like in a job interview when they ask you, you know, like what is one of your weaknesses or one of your strengths or something. And, or let me say weaknesses, because a lot of people may say, you know, like I always try to be perfect. Like I just want everything to go right. And that, like, that's Joseph. Like he wants to be viewed, and not even viewed, even his actions, the way, just how he moves. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just a genuinely hardworking, good person. You know what I mean? You know, just he's a well-respected man. And so it's like if he does something that is, I don't even know how to describe it. Like if he makes any type of mistake, you know, a simple mistake or anything, or if I point out something, I mean, and look, it could be something like I'll mess with him about his hair or maybe looking rough or something like that. Like he kind of be feeling some type of way about it. And I'm just like, babe, it's okay. Like he be like, dang, you sure is going hard on me or something to that extent. And I'm just like, babe, like it's okay. Like he just like he's okay with constructive criticism, but like he don't like coming from his wife, he kind of takes it personal, kind of like.
I think if I take it personal, I think it's only because I value.
And that's what he said.
A lot that you tell me.
That's pretty much what he say all the time.
Your opinion means a lot to me. So when you tell me that stuff, sometimes I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, like that's true, and I know that he always say that, like he just truly values my opinion, and I mean, and I can say that that's the same thing for my daughter. Like if I'm, you know, my daughter values, you know, like when I pick up from school or something, I didn't get to see her outfit in the morning, baby, she'll send me pictures throughout the day, and then when I pick up in person, baby, she be like, baby, why you ain't saying about my outfit? Like, you know, like she wants me, like if mama approved, then she good, you know. So that's kind of like Joseph. But that's what I was gonna say. One thing that I know that can really, really work on, and me, myself, is doing better with finances. Like in our relationship, I don't, like we have separate accounts, and we have a joint account, and like I'm like on a couple of his credit cards, whatever. So I'm not like a huge let me be careful how I say this. Like I'm not a like my love language isn't like gift giving. I mean receiving gifts. And then I'm not real big on like expensive things. Like I'm not a big name brand person. I've never been that way. And so I don't go out and make huge purchases or nothing like that. I am a bargain shopper, so like, you know, I may have a couple pair of shoes in my trunk or something like that. But I know that's the area that we could get better on. Like I know we hired someone last year. Was she an accountant?
She was a financial advisor. Yeah,
financial advisor. We hired her last year. So that's an area that we definitely got to get better in.
And let me interject in that. I've had a couple guys I know that have had some longevity in marriage say that could be one of the downfalls in your marriage is finances. But my thing is, yes, you know, we're gonna go through our ups and downs financially. That comes sometimes with a marriage, but I don't think that's the end all be all in a marriage. If y'all have that communication, that connection, you know, that bond spiritually, mentally, physically to get through it, then I think it'll be fine. That's just another thing that comes with commitment in marriage. You go through your peaks and valleys. Sometimes, you know, finances is one of those gray areas that we face. But I think if we come together as a unit, we can overcome that.
Yeah, and so when I think of just as a whole, I think that we did really good this year. One issue, when I think about and I just really reflect on our relationship and our marriage, I think I don't even know if I should word it as an issue, but the biggest uncertainty has been if we're going to have a baby or not. So my nephew was born this past June or July, one of them, and we pretty much have him every weekend, and he has truly been a blessing to us. And to see Joseph, how he is with him, is like amazing. Like, he is the world's greatest uncle. Even with my niece Taylor, like, he's really just amazing with her, and Taylor's 10. But with Jackson, to see how he is with the newborn baby, and Jackson is now what, 7 months? No, I'm tripping. Jackson will be a year in June or July, one of them. But Jackson, to see him with him, Action Jackson. Oh man, he is so amazing with him. And like this past weekend, we was or Joseph and my niece was trying to get him to crawl, and it is so hilarious. But just to see him in that, just to see how he is it's so beautiful, because I'm like, wow, I can only imagine how he would be with our own child. And that has, you know, kind of gave me a little baby fever. And so that is probably one of the biggest questions people have for us. And just with us together, we've just been like, okay, are we going to have a baby? Are we going to have a baby? And that's something that we talked about all the time before we even got engaged and all of that. And people will always tell me, like, you better make sure that y'all clear on that, because, you know, men, if they don't have, and especially the fact that Joseph doesn't have any biological children of his own, you know, he just have my daughter. And so people just like, when I tell him that Joseph doesn't have a child of his own, they're like, you better give him a baby, this and that. And Joseph's stance pretty much has been, I mean, yes, he would like a child, you know, but he respects the fact that how I feel about it. And before, my feeling was completely like, I was like, no. And then I was kind of like, kinda, maybe. And more so now, I'm more like, it's a possibility. Like, I was thinking my she'll be a senior. So she'll graduate in 2021. And so I was like, well, maybe we can try then, because like I was like, I didn't want to have us try and then I'll be pregnant throughout my baby's senior stuff and all of that, you know, like she's involved in a lot of things where I'm gonna be involved in, so I didn't want, you know, I just didn't want having a baby to interfere with anything that she has going on. So I was like, maybe when she graduates, then we could focus on having a baby, because I did say I wanted us to enjoy at least 1 year of marriage, you know what I'm saying, without having a baby, you know. So it's, you know, it's definitely a possibility. And I would always say with Joseph, like, if I don't have a baby, you better not go have no baby with nobody else, you know. And I always talk noise like that to him, and he gets offended because he's like, why would I do that? I'm like, yeah, that's what all the men who end up having a baby on their wife say.
I ain't all man, no, I'm a Washington. You got my name stamped on you, so believe that. The Washington way.
Period. No, so yeah, who knows? That might happen for us.
She knows she want a little Joseph walking around here.
And look, I already got the name. And I ain't gonna tell y'all the name. But
The name is fine. It's just one name in the name that I don't agree with.
The name is gonna be popping because my son has to be, distinguished. I mean, Washington is already a distinguished name.
Be distinguished, athletic, intelligent, articulate, spiritual.
Like his mama.
And his daddy.
No, but so yeah, y'all. So I think, in a nutshell, I think we had a really good first year of marriage. I really can say that. I feel like
pros outweigh the cons.
Most definitely. Because again, I don't really think we had that many cons. I mean, no, we're not perfect. And no, we're not trying to portray that we are perfect. But like Joseph always says, we are perfectly imperfect for each other or imperfectly perfect for each other. Like our flaws and our imperfections match perfectly, And so I think that's truly a blessing. We always get compliments from people or people reaching out to us all the time, saying that, that we give them so much hope. I mean, we really get that a lot. And we really appreciate that because like we are not, how can I say this? Like we're not a pastor and wife. We're not, comedians. We're not rich and famous. We're not celebrities. Like we're not these well-known business. We're truly some regular people. Like I'm an educator. He works for the VA. We are truly regular people. And so, in our opinion, we don't feel like regular people's love gets showcased a lot. And we feel like a lot of attention gets put on, a lot of celebrity marriages and stuff like that, where the man has been just so disrespectful towards the woman or vice versa. Like that is so highlighted a lot. And then you'll see them on these Black love social media outlets, like showcasing them. And I just feel like that's so backwards. Like, why are we showcasing such toxic relationships? Like, showcase real relationships where they're regular people. They're not celebrities. They're not, famous. They're just regular people. They're not Insta famous. They're just regular people. Cause, I feel like that's more relatable, and that's what we are. And so, we get a lot of people, just telling us thank you. We get a lot of people asking us for advice because they see how authentic we are. And that's truly like our goal. Like everything that we do, we want it to be authentic. We want it to be real. We want it to be relatable to people. And I think we've done a pretty good job in doing that. I mean, we don't know how to fake the funk, I guess you can say. You know what I'm saying? Like just your average Joe.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. And we just, our goal is to inspire and encourage people, give people hope, right? Give people faith that, their love can find them. I tell people that all the time.
We are a true testament of finding love because we were distances away from each other.
Finding love in the club.
Like literally.
Literally love in the club.
You say you can't find love in the club, that's an inaccurate misconception.
Yeah, like I be telling people all the time because they be like, like, I ain't just, they just come up with all types of excuses. I'm like, baby, don't doubt it now. Don't doubt it because I wouldn't have. And another thing, like Joseph, neither one of us was looking for each other. Like we wasn't, like he was all the way in North Carolina and he's so happy to come down to Dallas to celebrate his birthday.
I think we should wait to do another video about that. Like my wife was saying, a lot of the negative things are glorified a lot this day and age. But our goal is to, inspire and just continue to be as organic as we can. with our relationship, and you know, just to give y'all encouragement to find, or if you are looking for that organic, authentic love for yourselves, to be yourself. You know, make sure you love yourself first before bringing someone else to the picture, trying to love them. Because I think that's one of the main keys in finding your soulmate, or one that's compatible with you and who you are.
I agree.
So,
well said.
Thank you, baby.
Stop. All right, you guys. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this video.
Y'all have any questions or have any topics y'all want us to bring up in the video? Any topics, just drop the comments down below. Like, subscribe. Watch, wait, sign.